Alaska. Crazy, crazy stuff happens in Alaska. You never know what you're going to see or who you're going to bump into. Kim and I pulled into this nondescript kind of old cafe restaurant dealio off the side of the road in the middle of nowhere near Fairbanks. Met all kinds of interesting people. I tell you what, you need to go out to rural Alaska sometime. So we look over at the inside the cafe, and guess who walks in? None other than the famous Sue Aikens, who you probably know from the TV show Life Below Zero. Anyway, we're like, Sue, oh my gosh, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I live here. And we're like, okay, well, hey, can we do an interview with you? And she was like, let's do it. Here we go. So yeah, maybe like I could do like I would really love to hear your perspective about Alaska, right? And I know that you could probably talk for a whole day or a whole week about what's life like in Alaska. But if I could get Sue's like 5-minute condensed version about what is it like up here from your perspective, would that be an okay, fair question to ask you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's over there. He started howling.
Yeah.
I know Seek. How far back do you want?
This is perfect right here. Maybe actually a little bit further than I can see the actual...
You want me away from her or you want me leaning on it?
You can, wherever you're comfortable.
Okay.
So yeah, can you talk to me? What is Alaska, Sue?
Well, first, my name is Sue Aikens. Normally, I live in a place called Kavik River Camp, which is 200 miles north of the Arctic Circle, about 10 miles from the Arctic Ocean, and about the same amount of miles from the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. I live there in an area 500 miles by 500 miles. I'm your entire population. So when people ask me, Sue, I've been living almost 30 years. I got there in my 30s, and now I'm 61. I've been living in a tent for that many years. There are no roads, and you have to fly to get into me. And people will ask me, Sue, what does Alaska mean to you? Why would you do that? It must be so lonely. And I'm like, now you get the Alaskan perspective, especially mine. Alaska is that place where I can be what I feel I was intended to be. Do I get lonely? Hell no. Why? Lonely denotes that I'm missing something, that I don't have what I want. I'm missing something. I'm lonely. And I'm certainly not. I register that I live alone, but it doesn't follow that I'm lonely. Alaska is, I've never met anybody when you talk to them and you go, oh, you went to Alaska. How did you like it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I've never met anybody that was like, you don't feel wishy-washy about it. You can go, I hated it. The weather, the mosquitoes are like this big and there's 4,000 of them. Or you go, the smell. The high bush cranberries, there's a smell and a look. And my gosh, I woke up and there's, like this morning, 5 feet from my front door, there's a black bear at 5 a.m. trying to get in. And I'm like, try all you want unless you got opposable paws and can open the door. I'll just see you tomorrow. I've got a 4570 that says I have dinner if you come through the door. Alaska, is it the last frontier? It's one of the frontiers that you can be the John Wayne, the Sue Wayne. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody, do it. Where I live, I'm 500 miles from the closest town, which is where we're at now. I have a retirement cabin. When I was brought to Alaska, I was abandoned as a kid, very young in life. Got through school, bought a plane, graduated high school, 13 years old, just before my 13th birthday, got an airplane, learned how to fly. Back then, the schools are different. You could go and learn driver's education or private pilot ground school. Hell yeah, I got my pilot's license, got a plane, went to work. Lied about my age, had, boobs, makeup, hair, got a job. People hunt for the meat that they eat where I live. I have to do my own doctoring. Several years ago, I was attacked by a grizzly bear. Sewed up my arm, The head was bleeding pretty bad, sewed that up, put the hips back in the socket. It didn't kill me the first go around, it would have the second. Went out, found him, shot him, the hips gave out, drug myself back into the tent, and it took 10 days before somebody found me. Once I was healed up, the pilot that found me brought me in, took me to the hospital. I had surgeries. Finally, I got back. Why did you ever go back? Because it's still the freaking life I love. That's Alaska. We don't give up until we say it's time.
Mm-hmm.
But why would I go back to a place that happened? Because that's my life. This is the place where I get to live my life. I wake up, I open my eyes, I go outside, I have 500,000 caribou, there's a couple of bears running around. Did that bear wake up that day and go, man, that's Sue Aikens, I'm gonna go fuck her up? No. I did something in his language and his style of living that gave him the opportunity to try and get the upper paw. I got it that day. When I got back, I didn't know if I could continue to do what I do. I'm sort of the warden of that area. I'm a safety depot. So it's not a matter of, I have 83 grizzlies that the state tags that can come within 10 miles of the camp. I'm the only person there. It's not a matter of if another one comes at me, but when. And when it did, it came through town. I had a dog. It hockey pucked that thing around and took off. I had kids hunting through camp with their parents. I lit out after it. When I got to it, I could draw up on it. It charged me. And I locked and loaded and took care of it. Had I hesitated at all, it's time for a different life. It's time for that retirement. I don't know that I'm ever going to be in the walker, but I'll have a flame job wheelchair if I need to. But this is where I breathe. This is where I do my own medicine. I don't have to have a doctor telling me what to do. No, I sewed up my own arm and went back to work. You have as many limitations as you allow people to give you. Make sure you want that.
Is Alaska for everyone?
There's not any place on this planet that is for everyone. We are all different creatures. We're not Italians and Germans and natives and Yupiks and white people. We are human beings on this big ball called Earth. We come in a lot of colors and a lot of cultures. Geography, yeah, we put the state of Alaska, this, that. The geography is Earth, Mars. It's a universal thing. We are humans coming in a rainbow of colors, and we got to start getting along. If I don't like you, there's not going to be a lot of mystery. I don't have a lot of filter. I try to be as good as I can to people. I'm on a show called Life Below Zero. We're in season 23 now. It follows a few of us that have chosen these very unique, distinct, remote lifestyles. Why would somebody, I have children, I have grandchildren. I had 6 grandchildren, 2 passed away, and my first great-grandchild is going to be born in February. I'm in my 60s. Why do I choose to live so far from everybody when I have a family? My spouses have died. I've been married twice. They died. My kids are in their 40s. My grandkids are in their 20s. I've got one that's 4 years old. They're not nursing anymore. And if they are, they need to stop. These things hang down. I don't need them dragging behind. If you're gonna be around me, keep up, keep quiet, or keep out of my way. This is Alaska.
One more question. That was so perfect. How has Alaska changed? Has it changed? In what ways?
I got up here in the early 70s. Has Alaska changed? The entire world has changed. How has it changed? When I first found myself on my own, I had to hitchhike to get somewhere, wanted to find a certain road, Without naming the place, there was a bar, sort of like the one that's here, but it was closer to town. And I stepped inside and I needed to ask, hey, where is this particular road? And how do I get there? And I'm a kid. And there's an argument going on the bar stools. And one guy just picks up his pistol, shoots the other guy, they drug him outside, and they went back to drinking. It was a little bit of a lawless place, maybe. Very Wild West. It's not that way now, certainly. You have more. When I was a kid, if you said, hey, Sue, where are you going? I got to go to California. That was code for going to Anchorage. If you were going to go to the States or you're going down to the lower world, that's the rest of the United States. Alaska, we're a boom and bust economy. Gold, oil, animals. The food that I eat, I've hunted for. I've grown. I've fished for. But we share our bounty. We're the most close-knit group of people that live hundreds of miles from each other. The North Slope, it's about 1,800 miles from where I live to where one of the other couples live in Norvik. And it's on the show and their family. But something happens to one of us, and before you could even call, we already know. I mean, we've got an intricate, we call it muck-luck messaging. And did you hear what happened? Did you hear what happened? Did you hear what happened? They call and say, hey, I know what happened, man. Why? What happened? Why did you do that? We're a very close-knit, far-apart community. How has it changed? A lot more politics that I'm used to here. It's still legal to wear a 6-gun everywhere you go. Doesn't matter when you eat. I used to have 32, 40 giant Alaskan Malamutes and a 400-mile trap line, and that's how I lived. In the summer, your lead dogs pull you in the canoe. When I tried with my spouses living in the lower world, it didn't do my headspace much good. People try to get you to... There's a social world that everybody pays attention to down there. Like for me, somebody just told me today, why did you dye your... They saw a picture of me at the Emmys years ago, and I had long hair and it was dark, and they're like, oh my God, be proud of your gray hair. You're and I'm like, dude, why do you think I'm not proud? I've got as many... any good diamond has a lot of facets, and you're going to see each side. I let my grandkids... How do you learn how to dress right? Dress me up. I'm your human Barbie, because you're going to get all these clothes. My granddaughter that died, she helped me dress this one outfit. I've been to the Emmys. We've got 8 Emmys. We've been up for 19 nominations. We're up again. Anytime I get invited, I have them dress me. What color hair? My 4-year-old, she goes, oh, I want you to be blonde. Too bad you can't have long hair. I said, dude, this is Hollywood. We can do this. But she gets all those clothes. When I kick the bucket, she has all the memories, all the videos of something that most people don't get to do. My granddaughter that passed away a while back, her clothes that she was supposed to get, there was a young woman, she's in a wheelchair, and beautiful girl. She finally graduated high school at 21. We took the clothes that she would have gotten, my granddaughter, had them remade so that when she graduated and went to prom, she got a wonderful dress. One species, human, one planet, Earth. Be nice. You may not like my backyard. I may wonder, why in the world would you walk through Central Park? But it fits everybody's personality. You'll find what you're looking for, but you're not going to do it from your couch. Get out there.
And that's a wrap, Sue. I feel like we Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that report from America. So we've been to every state now, and we know so many great places that most people don't know about. If you're trying to figure out where you should move, I can help. Email me, and I'll tell you about how I can find you the perfect place for you to move to. And if you need a realtor, I can help you with that as well. No one else knows America more than Nick and Kim and Mappy. This is my email. You can also find it in the description or on the channel. Okay, so a lot of people email me and they comment and they say, where should I move, Nick? Well, I do consulting for that, as you know, but a lot of people want to do their own research. So I have published an ebook. That's right. Email me and I'll send you my comprehensive and always updated guide on the best places to move in each state. We're always traveling, so we're always updating the book. Find the best places to live in America from the people who have seen more of America than anyone else. That's true. Google it. Well, hey, Nick Johnson fans. So YouTube's pushing this whole membership thing now, and I think it's great. So I set one up for this channel. If you want to be a member on this channel, you can only do it on your computer right now. They make it hard for some reason. So go and hit join right there, and you can support the channel and join various membership tiers. I'm excited about it because I'm going to post all sort of behind the scenes content, extra interviews, fun mappy stuff, bonus songs, and more. Just some extra stuff that doesn't make it onto the main channel. So think about becoming a member. Huh, everyone?
You should join. I did.
And if you want to buy some mappy gear, well, you can find that link in the description as well. You can get shirts, hats, mugs, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of great mappy merch. Click the link, get some mappy gear. I'm also on Cameo. If you want me to send you or somebody you know a personalized video message, go to Cameo and search Nick Johnson, or just click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.